Salt, fat, and meat. Don't get much better than that. And you get this nice long bite and you just go, how. Hey, hello. You ever wanted to take the Brazilian steakhouse to your house? We're cooking picanha today. Sirloin cap. Let me teach you how to slice it up. Shunk, 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 shunk. Not gonna grill it, gonna pan fry it, so not super traditional. I'm not being a total gaucho today, but we're gonna get it done. Also, corn on the cob. Woo, just picked up a fresh batch from the corn plug, Publix. And I got these, I don't even want to show you these squashes. They're about played out. I'm gonna wash them and cut them up. I'm gonna do like a little vegetable medley with those. After I cook my steaks, before I even get to that, there used to be a restaurant called Tia's Tex-Mex. R.I.P. I guess they didn't teach me, but this is how I got this from them. Whenever I would make a steak, I get the pan, and I take the steak out, and you still got those goody gumdrop drippings. I throw in corn, either squash, zucchini, and some onion, and then you can throw some cheese on top of it too. Woo! I got that idea from there. When I used to go there when I was young, this has been like 20 years ago, I would get like a skirt steak, and it would come out on that sizzling pan, and on top of it, they would top it with corn, zucchini, onion, and some fresh mozzarella cheese. So I've been doing that for the last 20 years or so since they closed down. I can't go get it from them anymore. I had to go be resourceful and get it on my own. So probably gonna do that. Just make a little, you know, I'll show you. But don't be scared of this one. This one's not too bad. This thing was only 24 simoleons, 4 pounds, $5.89 a pound. So pretty good price. Usually it's like $6.99 these days for some. Basically, it just kind of makes sirloins. But you get this like nice meat. It's got a fat cap on top, and you just want to cut long ways. Cut it to your thickness preference. I guess he would say thickness preference. Is that a word? I'll show you. Don't be scared. It's not too hard. Once you do it a couple times, it'll be like the back of your hand, right? Bloop. Oh, malfunction junction. And I'm gonna be cooking with some beef tallow. I'm trying to get into the beef tallow craze. Normally I just do like olive oil or butter, but I hear it gives it a better sizzle. Let's find out together. All right, if you never shucked no corn, let me show you. I don't know if it's too close or not. Basically, I just get some scissors. I cut that tip off, shunk, 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 and then you just want to peel it back. Peel it back, and there's gonna be some little strings in there. All you gotta do is pull back, pull back, pull back. And this will work for any way you want to do it. Today, I'm just gonna microwave it. Just, like I said, I don't have a grill right now, but all you do is just pull these little stringies off. But you can do this, you can throw it in the oven, you can throw it on a grill. But for me, it's just as easy as to microwave this bad boy. It'll still come out sugar sweet. So you just peel that back, just like so. Get the little stringies off, and you'll just fold back his leaves, his little house. Get his leaves back on there. I think if you do it on the grill, some people soak it in water before they throw it on there so it doesn't burn up too much. But basically that's it. Peel his little stringies. I don't know the real word for it. Stringy wingies. Fold him back up like that. Just microwave them. 4 or 5 minutes, depending on how fast your microwaves. Is that how you speak? How fast your microwaves? Or how hot it gets, I guess is the right term. And I don't know why, but one of those corns was white, 2 were yellow. I don't know what's going on. I thought they were all white. Oh well. This all tastes good, right? I don't know which one's more sweet. White corn or yellow corn? Let me know in the comments if you know. And since we're gonna be doing a little bit of butchering, my little chopping block's gonna get a little, I don't wanna say it's gonna get bloody, ew, but it's gonna get some of those juices on there. So I'm gonna cut my veggies up first. Not gonna bore you with that, but I'll shut up. And the next time you see me, I'll show you how I cut this picanha. And this one doesn't take very long to cook. All we really do is just, you can add your own seasoning or add more seasoning. I think just the traditional way is just doing some sea salt or coarse salt, like some thick salt. And there, that's about it. You've made it this far. What are you doing? Like, comment, and subscribe. All right, did me a little slice and dicing. Got 2 onions and my little squash. Trimmed off all the blemishes. Now we get to the piece de resistance. That picanha. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. There's my old reliable, my Nif. If you're squeamish, look away. That's how we're looking. You lay it down, fat cap up, that pointy end. So if you visualize it, we're gonna be making long cuts. I don't know the right term, but you slice it like that. And then when it folds out, you'll have this, I think it's a sirloin or kind of like a New York strip, I forget. I guess it's a sirloin, it's a sirloin cap. And once you slice it like that, then it'll lay flat and you'll have a line of fat and a line of meat. And then when you eat it, you cut it the opposite way. So each bite you get is like a little sliver and a little sliver of fat. I guess I'll show you. Might be a little easier than me just yapping. Let's see how if this will be a good action shot. Am I still lined up? Yep, okay. So then you just gotta decide like how many people, how big it is. Like I think this one was a 3 or 4 pounder. I've seen them like 7 and 8. So you just gotta determine how thick you want your steak. I like mine like a decent thickness. So I'm gonna go through here. I'm gonna do a little slicey. You just straight through the fat cap. And you go all the way through. All the way through. All the way through. So then you can see. Then it's like a steak like that. So then you'll cook it that side down. You want to render that all nice. And then when you eat it, you cut it this way and get your little chunk of fat in each bite. So now I'm going to do that. Rinse and repeat. Chunk, 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 chunk. I'll try this angle too. See if that's a little better for you. So we're going pretty thick again. Just slice through that fat cap. Straight through. Whew, that's a nice one. I got a thick fat cap on this one. See if we can cut through this one more beautifully. There you go. That was a nice, better slice. This one's more fat than beef, actually. My goodness. This is gonna be a fatty steak. I might be able to render down all this tallow from just this. I might have to put none in the pan. Now, someone in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if I picked a good one on this one. This was a fat cow. It almost looks like it's got twice as much fat on it than other ones that I've had in my past. Cause I've only gotten, what's that? 4, 5 steaks off of here. This one's super fat. This cow was eating good in its life. I'm sure it'll taste good, but I don't know. I might cut some of that off. So I think I'm not even gonna use that beef tallow in the jar. Like I trimmed him up a little bit. And I got this. I'm gonna just try to make my own little beef tallow. That's still a decent amount. That's about how it usually looks on there. But these are like twice the fatness. That was one happy cow. All right, so hopefully none of you fat lovers come at me in the comments. But I had to trim some of it off. I don't know if that butcher just did me dirty or this is one fat happy cow. But that was crazy. I ain't never seen one with this much fat on it. I still left a decent amount on it. A nice line. That's about how it usually looks when I've had some in the past. But that's how we're looking. And instead of using my tallow, I'm just gonna go ahead and extract some from. I got a couple pieces of fat over here. Just gonna sear it down and let this fat build up in my pan. And I'll probably throw this out for the wolves or the possums to eat it up. They'll love it. Because what's that one meme say, like, improvise, overcome, adapt. I'll save the rest of that fat. I'll probably freeze it and I'll render it down. I don't know, maybe some really good French fries in the future in that beef tallow. Woo, woo! That's gonna be a good day. I'm sure you'll join me. At least I hope you will. Will you join me on the fat rendering French fry day? Come on down. It'll be a tubby good time, yummy good time, something like that. All right, well, I'm gonna season these up. A little bit of sea salt, coarse salt, I mean. Do some pepper. Maybe a little seasoning. This one, you don't really need too much seasoning. This one's just, mwah, you yum yum, ooh yum yum. Each bite has that little bit of a fat hit. Salt, fat, and meat. Don't get much better than that. I don't know, I could just pivot this video into how to make your own beef tallow, or make a separate video on it, but I'm just gonna cut up them scraps, cook them down in the pan, and it's just gonna ooze out some ooey goodness. Then I'll put it in a jar, save it for later. Make some French fries that'll knock your socks off. So that's about half of the meat, or the fat that I cut off the meat, still over here on the chopping block. And then over here, I got some sizzling in the pan. I got it at like a medium, like a 5. I put those in first, and I was like, well, I might as well cook down some more. Look how much juicy juice is already in there. Can you see it? It's rendering down nicely. All right, I got sidetracked with making my tallow. Oh man, it's almost done though. At least done enough for me. I think I got enough for rendered down enough. It's a decent amount, like almost an inch in the pan. I use the heavy salt, season these down. I'll probably throw a little bit more seasoning on it, and we'll get back to dinner. Gosh, sidetrack city. All right, Danger Dan is coming to town. Gonna pour off this beef tallow. Got a Pyrex dish and a little strainer. Let's hope I don't burn myself up and this thing doesn't break. Oh Lord, here we go. Going in, grease it out. Tallow in the pan, or in the dish. Yay. And then you're left over these little snacks. They almost taste like pork rinds. Might season them up and eat them. We'll see how it goes. All right, back to our scheduled programming. Gonna hit a little seasoning on those, picanha. Some people just do straight salt. I like a little bit extra flavor on there just in case. I'll season them up and we'll slap them in the pan. Let's finish this meal. That was a crazy sidetrack, but now we got future fun. French fries, beef tallow. Never made homemade beef tallow before. I guess I should have said that. I've never done that before. First thing for everything. First time for everything.
First time for everything.
All right, let's season this up. All right, getting that pan back to screaming. This already has a decent amount of that big salt, thick salt, so I'm just gonna hit it with a little seasoning. Looking good. All right, pan's heated, steaks are ready. I'm sure they came up to a nice temperature now, sitting out for a little while. Oh, piece of fat will hit the floor. There we go. I wonder if I can fit them all in at one time. Tuck them in. I think so. Get in there with your brothers. Full pan stand. All right, steaks in the pan. Time that the corn's already in the microwave. I'm gonna hit it at 4444. I don't know why, but I like to do odd numbers on the microwave. I don't just do like 5 minutes. I'll do 444, or I'll do like 28 seconds for 30 seconds. Anybody else do that, or is it just me? All right. Anyways, we're about done. Got that meat in the pan, searing. Probably flip that in about 2-3 minutes. I already got my veggies chopped up. Sometimes I do corn, squash, and onion. I think since I got the corn cob, I'm just gonna eat it off that, and I'm gonna slice the corn cob, slice the kernels off the corn cob today. Whew, getting a little toasty in here. Well, we're gonna sear that down, flip it, corn will be done, throw the veggies, they won't take long. Then we'll eat. You ready to eat? I know I am. I'm starving. And I just flip the meat. They all seared nicely except that one. So my pan's probably overcrowded, or I got like a cold spot right there. Well, it was over here. I whipped him over to there so he can get a little more action with his bros. That one's looking real pretty too. So maybe his other side I'll get a nice sear. I'll probably flip it one more time. Here's them steaks. I think I just pulled them off. I think they're looking pretty dang good. Pretty dang good and beautiful. Would you eat them? Would you eat them? Corn's done. Now I'm gonna cook the squash. Got all the seasoning still in there. It's gonna go ahead straight in the pan. And you know I'm wooden spoon gang for life. Let's go ahead and stir these onions into the fat, that tallow, that squash. This will cook down in a couple minutes. And hit it with some seasoning, salt, pepper. And I like to do complete seasoning. And then we'll be eating. You'll be done. That's it. That's it, buddy. That's it. Hit a little pepper. Pepper, 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 pepper. Complete. Complete. Get a nice little swirl. Get all them juices and flavors mixing. This is gonna be good. You don't gotta cook it down too long. I'd say 5 minutes. You just wanna get them veggies tender. Cause you can eat all these raw, but it's better with a little cook on them, you know. Also, whenever I do some squash or zucchini, I like to hit them with a little bit of 14 spice. Same company as Complete, Badia. Just a little bit, you don't gotta have too much. Look at them flavors all mixing together. See if I can get you a close up. Woo, and that's some seasoned up veggies right there. I don't know if I'm gonna throw the cheese on top today. I'll ask the council, but this is looking good. Real seasoned up. Well, the council has spoken. Usually I do mozzarella. I don't have any mozzarella today, so we're going provolone. I might need some more. There we go. Throw about 5-6 slices of provolone in there. And this is basically done. Let that go melty, melty, and we'll build our plate. All right, building this plate. See if I can get a nice cheese pull. Hopefully you can see that. Coming in nice. Ooh, cheesy wheezy. Get a nice amount of onions and squash on there. That's a good plate right there. All right, that's plate one going out, and in true Brazilian steakhouse fashion, I'm gonna deliver it to their table. Am I tripping, or was there 2 yellow corns, 1 white? I don't remember. Papa Bear don't eat no squash, so he's getting corn, steak. I had to make him up some mushrooms. Whew. I understand why some restaurants and chefs say no substitutions. Last minute mushroom sauce, please. I'm just playing. It just gets so stressful and hot in the kitchen. I'm trying to plate. Then you get a monkey wrench thrown at you. All right, let's eat. Whoo, doggy, look at the level of juice on there. I think I'm gonna take that one. My God, that's some goodness down there. All right, let's dig in. This is how my plate's looking. Whoo, got a big boy plate. Corn on the cob, my squash, onions, and cheese mix, and my big old picanha. Yum, yum, yum. Let me show you how you cut them. So when it's like this, you just want to cut it, I guess, would that be horizontal or vertical? I don't know, the opposite a long way. You want to cut it like that. If I can. Ooh, nice cook on that, got some pink. So when you cook it like that, you want to cut it like that long. Is that long ways or opposite? I don't know, perpendicular? Maybe it's perpendicular. When you cut it perpendicular, you still get a little smidge of fat on there, and you get this nice long bite, and you just go, how? That's a nice cook on that. I'd say it's medium rare. Where's my cami at? You got that nice fat layer right there with the beef bite, all in one. Fat, meat, all in one. And usually I don't like the fat in my steaks. Like if a ribeye is too fatty, this is about the only steak that I do keep the fat or majority of the fat on and eat it, because you only get that little piece at the end. Whew. Yeah, and once you hit that and you chew it up, there's an explosion of flavor. Let's check out my squash. Squish, squash, squash, squash. See if I can get you a little cheesy wheezy. That's a cheese pull. And for the corn, I'm kind of a baby. I like to cut mine off the cob. I don't really like to eat the corn on the cob. It always gets stuck in my teeth. I trim it off, put some butter on it, some salt. Got me a little wall of corn. Oh, I dropped it. Oh my God. Tried to be cute and it failed. Still tastes really good. Let's try that again. Wall of corn going in. That's some sweet corn. All right, y'all. I got into a little bit of sidetrack, little side missions, side quests, but we got it done. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you stuck with me to the end. If you did, drop a comment. Let me know what you think about this meal. Would you do anything different? Do you have any other recipes? Other than that, hope y'all are eating good, having a good day. I'm gonna go finish eating with my family, but hope you have a good rest of your day. All right, y'all. Bye.